I'm off then. See ya. After those words, my husband never came home. He disappeared, and the police couldn't find him. I see. He just ran away, didn't he? Maybe he got tired of you. My sister's words sent chills down my spine. My name is Ella. I was born a twin sister. We have the same face, but my parents have always loved only my sister, Charlotte. Dad, Mom, please give me some money. I'm going out with friends. Have you already spent the allowance this month? Yeah, I have. Please, Dad. I promise I will do well on the final. Okay, then here you are. Yay! I love you, Daddy. My sister has a cunning nature and charming, so my parents always spoiled her. On the other hand, me, who was quiet and reserved, always neglected. Dad, I need to buy a reference book for my science homework. I already gave you this month's allowance. Use it wisely. Oh, okay. My sister became even more selfish and wanted everything I had. Hey, Ella, I like your outfit. I want it. What? No, please don't open my drawer. I bought this with my allowance. I'm sure it looks better on me. I'll take it. Hey, give it back to me. Mom, Ella's being really mean. Ella, be nice to your sister. Just give it to her. But why? My parents only listened to what my sister had to say and wouldn't listen to me. Whatever she likes, she'll have it. And my stuff being taken away from me as she pleased. I spent my days patiently enduring. Fortunately, after graduating from college, I got a job in a place far away from my parents' house. I hardly had to see my parents or my sister anymore, and it made me feel better. However, because I was always compared to my sister and neglected, I did not have self-confidence and was never involved in anything fun. I lived my life working diligently and steadily. It was during this time that I met a future husband, Daniel. We often met for business meetings. Here you are. Please check the document. Thank you. Wow, you've gone into such detail. I hope it will be useful. Of course. I'm always grateful to you. If you would like, can we have dinner together sometime? Dinner? Oh, sure. I have never had a dinner alone with a man before. I assumed it would be just another business meal. Then he started asking me out to eat with him. And one day, Ella, would you be my girlfriend? What? Me? Are you serious? Yes. You're a beautiful person inside out. I love everything about you. I can't believe that someone would tell me things like that. I was surprised, but at the same time, my heart filled with joy. I'm so happy. Thank you, Daniel. My eyes welled up, and we officially started dating. He is a hard-working and sincere person. He works for a big company and earns good money. But he isn't a spender, lives a solid life. After a few years of dating, we got married. I became a full-time housewife and moved in with my in-laws' house. Mom, Dad, this is Ella. She's a family now. Welcome, Ella. I hear you're a good, hard-working girl. We are going to be a family now. So don't be shy, okay? Okay. Thank you for your warm welcome. I was relieved that they both welcomed me with a smile. They run a small business and their house is quite big. My in-laws and I were able to build a great relationship, and we respected each other. Why don't we all go out for dinner today? Anything you want to eat, Ella? Anything you like?
Really? I feel Italian would be good. Italian sounds good. I heard there is a new restaurant opened across the street.
Yeah, let's go there then. Ella, order whatever you like.
My in-laws are very friendly and always make me happy. Ella, this necklace would look good on you. I used to wear it, but would you like to have it? Wow, it's beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm glad you would wear it for me. You are my daughter now. My parents-in-law love me and treat me like a real daughter. What a blessing to be in a family with such a good people. It's so different from when I lived with my own blooded family. I have a home now, where I can feel safe and a family that appreciates me. I thought this happiness would last forever. But has Daniel come home yet? No, I tried to contact him, but he didn't return my calls. He didn't reply to any of my messages. It's too late.
Do you have any idea where he might be at?
No, I can't think of anything. I'll check with his friends.
One day, out of the blue, my husband disappeared. He went to work and never came home. I checked with his coworkers and friends, but no one had any idea where he went. I reported to the police, but they had no clue. I was worried that he might have been in an accident somewhere. The sudden disappearance of my husband changed our peaceful, happy life. I felt nothing but anxiety and despair. I was at my wits' end, not knowing what to do. All I could do was wait for him all day. And my parents-in-law sat on the sofa and cried, worried about my husband.
Where did he go? I can't believe he just disappeared like that.
Nobody knows how or why it happened. But maybe I did something to hurt him without my knowledge. It could be my fault. When I saw my in-law's sad face, I somehow blamed myself. If it's my fault, there's no place for me in this house. We've come so far as a family, and I believed this was where I belong. I was so overwhelmed with despair that I hid myself in my room and cried. Then I got a call on my cell phone. Is it my husband? I picked it up and saw the screen, but it was from my sister, Charlotte. She calls me every once in a while, but most of the time, she would just brag about things and talk one way or the other, and making me feel like an idiot. I always let her talk and not listening to her seriously. But this time, I was so distressed that I told her about my situation. Hey, what's up, Bella? Not good, actually. What's wrong? You sound serious. My husband disappeared. What? The boring husband I saw at the wedding? He disappeared. So I reported to the police, but they couldn't find him. Oh, really? He just ran away, didn't he? Maybe he got tired of you. She laughs like she makes fun of me. Maybe that's one possibility. I blamed myself more than I was angry at her insensitivity. I am not aware that I did anything to my husband. Again, I started to feel it was my fault. I was tormented by guilt and blamed myself day after day. I couldn't even eat properly. Maybe I should leave this house now. Then one night, I couldn't sleep and I went downstairs to drink some water. Then I heard my in-law's voice from the living room.
What is he thinking? This is not right.
This is too hard. But I'm sure
Ella is having the hardest time.
Yeah, you're right. I can't believe how much she's been through after his disappearance. I feel sorry for her.
It doesn't make any sense for him to leave such a good wife behind. It only makes sense he just got involved in some kind of an accident or something.
Yeah, I can't think of any reason why he would run away.
While I was listening to my parents-in-law's conversation on the stairs, I bursted into tears. More than themselves, they care about me and were concerned about me. I couldn't stop crying because of the kindness of my in-laws. I should not be at a loss forever. My parents-in-law are also suffering from the loss of their own son. I have to support them as a daughter, and I was determined to get back on my feet. I made your favorite cherry pie today. Let's eat it together.
Whoa, Ella, this smells good.
If you were to get sick, I'm sure Daniel would be sad. So, cheer up. Yes, you're right, Ella. Thank you. Meanwhile, I went around talking to colleagues and friends, trying to find out where my husband might be. I kept looking for him, but I couldn't find him. Then, I noticed that $100,000 was missing from my husband's bank account. I talked to the police, but there was no progress. Since there was no clear case, the police seemed to think he was a runaway. I'm home. I'm sorry I'm late. Hi, Ella. Any leads? No, nothing particular. I guess the police wouldn't look for a missing adult. Anyway, I bought some cupcakes on the way home. You like them, right? Oh, thank you, Ella. They look delicious. My in-laws still look a little anxious, but they were starting to get their strength back. We helped each other, encouraged each other, and lived together like a real family. Then, 7 years after my husband's disappearance, my father-in-law passed away. He was hospitalized for a while due to an illness, but the treatment was ineffective. He passed away peacefully in his hospital bed. When my mother-in-law and I were in tears after the funeral, we heard a familiar voice.
Hello, I'm back.
Hey, Ella. It's been a while. What?
Daniel.
To my surprise, my husband showed up at my father-in-law's funeral, and he was with my sister Charlotte. What? Why? Where have you been?
Well, actually,
according to my husband, he was living at my parents' with my sister. 7 years ago, my sister stole my husband and got pregnant. It seems my parents were in on it too, helping my husband disappear.
I heard my dad passed away, so I'm here to receive an inheritance.
He wasn't even hesitate to say what he was after. He had been living off his savings. Are you crazy? How selfish! My mother-in-law and I are trembling with anger. You don't know how it was like for my father-in-law to die with all that worry.
At first, I devoted my life to you, Ella. But no matter what you do, you were always too lame. It was no fun to be with you.
You're right. Ella, it's super boring.
But your sister here, Charlotte, you have the same face and you were so different. When I met Charlotte, my life changed. She was perfect for me. I felt really happy when I was with her. I couldn't have kids with you, Ella, but I had a kid with her instantly. Charlotte and I were meant to be together. My husband started to justify his infidelity with a theory that is too selfish. And my sister, who didn't even get a job in her entire life, found out at our wedding that my husband worked for a big company and earns good money, approached him behind my back. You thought you could take my things like you used to do. Some good money this time, right?
Whatever. He just came to love me more.
Anyway, I'm the son. I have the right to inherit dad's money.
Yeah. He's got to have what he's entitled to.
She's right. I have a right. So, give me my money.
It seems like my sister brainwashed him into coming to his parents' house to ask for money. I can't believe he's become such a pathetic human being.
That's enough. It's not gonna happen.
It was my mother-in-law who couldn't hold back and lost her temper first.
Why? It's my money.
I don't care how many times you ask for it.
Go home. I'll be back. Prepare my money next time.
My mother-in-law was so furious that my husband and my sister left. But after that, they started following me and my mother-in-law around.
Hey, just give it to me already. I have to pay back the money.
I don't care. It's your debt.
It's my money, and I'm supposed to get it.
Yes. You have to give it to us.
Why should I give it to you? Now, leave. My husband and my sister wouldn't give up no matter how many times I asked them to leave. I was about to turn them away when my mother-in-law came out from the back.
Are they here again?
Yes. My sister attacked my mother-in-law, who was showing a disgusted look on her face.
Your son is begging, but you're just acting like a bitch.
My son is dead.
Huh?
My husband and my sister got speechless at my mother-in-law's firmness. There is a grave in the backyard.
What? No way.
They rushed to the cemetery in the woods behind the house. The gravestone is indeed inscribed with the husband's name. My husband was supposed to have died as a result of his disappearance. 7 years after the declaration of disappearance, the person can be declared dead in the family register. This is why my mother-in-law inherited the entire fortune. My marriage to Daniel was already being dissolved.
Hey! I am alive! You see me right here.
Yes, he's alive. So he should get the money, right?
My ex-husband and my sister are screaming in a panic.
Well, you were so lucky, you know. I'm not claiming any alimony from you two for cheating.
Because he's already dead.
What? Alimony?
If you keep following me around asking for money, I'll deal with you in a harsh way.
Hey, wait! I'm your son. It's my money. And that's not fair. I'm telling you, my son is dead.
You're his mother. You are really a bitch. You see him standing right here.
If my ex-husband were still alive, I'll be suing him for alimony. Well, he betrayed his family, so I'm sure he'll pay plenty of alimony.
If only he was alive.
Oh, shoot.
Got it? So, I am not giving you any money. Now, leave. My ex-husband and my sister were playing the victim, and we coldly rejected them. They left in a huff when they heard the word alimony. After that, my parents came crying to me, as if they had heard the story from my sister.
We're really in trouble. We have a lot of debts, and we need your help.
Yes, we are family after all.
Family? You've taken away my husband and tortured me for a long time. I'm not going to give you any money.
No way.
My parents have been spending a lot of money on my sister, and they can't afford it anymore. That's what happens when you spoil her like that. You deserve it. My ex-husband had been living with them without a job because he thought he had a lot of money saved up. My sister spends a lot of money without thinking about the family budget, and it costs a lot to raise a child. Soon, his savings ran out, and they were in debt, even with her parents' support.
What are you going to do? Do something about the money.
Oh, okay. I'll get a job then. But my ex-husband, who was treated as deceased, had no family register and couldn't get a proper job.
What are we going to do now? We're in huge debt.
I never thought I'd have a second child.
I never thought I'd get pregnant again either.
But it's your baby, so do something about it. My sister's tummy is huge, and their situation with the money seems hopeless. I don't know what happened between my ex-husband and my sister. I don't even care.
As for me,
I live a happy, peaceful life with my mother-in-law.
Hey, how about Paris?
Paris? That would be wonderful. I always wanted to visit Europe.
You said you wanted to see Buckingham Palace too.
Why don't we take a trip to Europe? Really? This is like a dream come true. My mother-in-law is the only family I have who truly cares about me. I will take good care of her, and we will continue to help each other as a family.